estimated that nearly $11 billion will have been spent on ads this presidential cycle when all said and done. But are there any that are truly memorable or effective? And what about the stinkers? There are some really bad ones out there. We're talking big money for all of this, but which will deliver the biggest bang for the buck? So each week of this campaign, we're going to be rating the best and the worst. Joining me now, Terry Schilling, president of the American Principles Project. Terry, great to see you. Let's start with the Trump campaign. Now, he had help from an old friend in this new ad. Watch.
Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? If you don't think that this course that we've been on for the last 4 years is what you would like to see us follow for the next 4, then I could suggest another choice that you have.
President Trump. He'll make America great again.
Now, Terry, almost the entire ad is, of course, Reagan speaking decades ago. Does that reach out and grab the viewers?
I think it does, Laura, and thank you so much for having me. I would give that that ad an A-. It taps into nostalgia. It taps into the entire question that we are supposed to be asking ourselves: are we better off than we were 4 years ago? And the answer is obviously no. And so it leads the viewers to a very obvious conclusion. We need someone in there new, or at least someone in there that had things under control a lot better than what we have now. So I give it an A-, and it's only because it's just, you know, it could be a little bit better with the visuals, I think.
All right, Kamala's $50 million ad buy. Well, this portrays her as having kind of a rags to riches story. Watch.
When you're raised by an immigrant mother, you learn what's possible with determination.
And determination is how Kamala Harris
went from working in McDonald's to prosecutor,
State Attorney General,
U.S. Senator, and our Vice President.
Terry, to me, it seems like she's running as an outsider, a challenger, not the incumbent. Like we don't know who she is.
No, that's exactly right, Laura. And this is key for Kamala's campaign. She has to run as a clean slate, right? So if you notice in that ad, there are no images of Biden-Harris. There's no Joe Biden in there. There's no accomplishments she's running on in there, right? She wants basically a clean slate, but with all the benefits of incumbency. And that's the message that she's doing. So I think look, I'm a conservative. I'm voting Donald Trump all the way. But I do think that this is a B ad because it taps into an American spirit. You know, it goes into being raised by an immigrant, overcoming challenges, rising up through the ranks. But overall, I think it gets the job done for her, and it's the right message that I would be running on if I were her.
Yeah, well, you can't run on the record because the record's lousy. So you need right. to just revert to personal narrative. All right, there's another ad from Republican Pennsylvania Senate candidate Dave McCormack. Watch this.
I'm proud of Minnesota's response.
Why did it take 2 very destructive nights of chaos before the National Guard took action?
The senator also joined protesters in kneeling.
And I've had privileges, white privilege.
Kamala Harris urged Americans to bail out these criminal rioters.
Terry, great here.
Honestly, I would give that one an A+. That ad by Dave McCormack's campaign is exceptionally done well.
Devastating.
I saw the full ad. It's devastating, and it taps into both candidates on the Democratic side of the aisle, and then also Bob Casey. It makes our opponents look very weak, right? You have Bob Casey kneeling down with the fist up, talking about white privilege.
Dope.
I mean, just embarrassing things for anyone in Pennsylvania.
Terry, great to have you on. We'll have you back. The ad wars will continue. Thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.